Hey everybody, Stephan Hovnanian for GPlus Business Spotlight. Want to welcome you guys this week to what is going to be a fantastic show. I know we have a bunch of people here in the comments from T-Mobile because that's who our guest is today, and I want to introduce Melissa Hudnal from T-Mobile's social strategy team, customer support. She's phenomenal. Let's get started. Tell us a little bit about how T-Mobile is using Google Plus and social in general.
I am one of the managers on our customer support side for social. Through Twitter, Facebook, Google Plus, we also use some chat functionality so we can interact with customers through chat. But we're also there really to help promote all of the awesome things that we've been doing at T-Mobile over the last year. Softball questions, please, everybody. Softball questions.
Softball. Softball. I think one of the really interesting stories that T-Mobile has is how you recruit people into your T-Force.
We actually search for the cream of the crop, the top of our customer service centers.
They're not salespeople, which is really important. You're not selling directly on Google Plus, because the people that you're talking to, they become brand advocates. They become messengers. They spread your message.
Yes.
Is that part of your goal?
That's a really big component of how we interact with people, is to show that we are human, that we're not robots, that we're not just automatons giving you the one script note in fixing your problems, that every single interaction that we have with every single customer is going to be different and unique. That is really key in building a really good brand on social, is that as you come across more human, people are more likely to trust in what you have to say and are more likely to build that brand loyalty.
You're the boots on the ground at this point,
yes.
And you're fielding it. You're hitting. It's coming at you from all directions. So now, how do you work with the people creating the brand messaging and the products and everything?
So we have a really, really great relationship with our marketing team. We also have a really great relationship with our corporate communications team. What happens when things don't go as well as we expect them to? And how do we respond to that so that customers still feel like we're not just backtracking, but that we're actually listening to them? I am so excited in the way that things are going, with how we're interacting with customers, how we're building brand loyalty, how we're taking feedback from our customers in a much faster way and able to turn things around very quickly. With social now, it's almost instantaneous. You can tell almost immediately whether something is going to work or something is not going to work. And then you can also figure out of those things, how should you adjust yourself so that you are being the company that your customers expect you to be, but also the company that your investors expect you to be. For me, it's more of a closed circle loop. I mean, we hear from our executives how we want to approach our business, and then we hear from our customers and we listen to what they have to say, and then we apply that back into the business decisions. And so it's a really good circular way, I think, for us to be doing business.
With so many customers, can T-Mobile or any large company really expect to scale social to provide personalized engagement as you've described, and if so, how?
Good question.
It really depends on how our customer base really embraces the social piece, and from what I'm seeing, that's kind of the way that they want to go with stuff. And so that is one of the things that we are considering as a company, is that do we want to just make this like a little niche thing, or do we really want to make this how we engage with all of our customers?
We were getting into an interesting topic because we're talking about the different social channels that you guys participate in and listen to different people and help them out, on Facebook, Twitter, and Google Plus. So if you could you tell us a little bit about how each of them is different for you guys?
With our Facebook customers, they're usually the more of like the novices. Twitter seems to be more of like a millennial type of conversation, very quick, very with Google Plus, we've noticed that they're much more tech savvy, much more of the Android fanboy type of interaction. It seems much more of like a techie type group over at Google Plus versus the Twitter is more of like quick interaction. We have a lot more interactions through Twitter than we do with some of our other channels.
What is your best experience or story from Google Plus?
I mean, we do engage often and a lot on Google Plus, but it seems much more of a collaborative environment where a lot of times we don't really need to jump in. Like, everyone else seems to be helping each other answer questions and promoting the brand.
We were in a chat and we were like, hey, wouldn't it be great for T-Mobile to come on the show. And we sent a private message. Literally, like 20 seconds later, it's like, they just said yes.
We do respond a lot faster in general than a lot of other companies. And so like, oh God, they're listening. And that's really the kind of thing that we're trying to drive with our social support side, is that we are human, we're listening to you, we're here, and we're not going to just let you sit and fester.
It builds a lot of brand equity that way.
It does. It does.
Your CEO.
Yes, Mr. Ledger.
He is the one who basically wanted this initiative and wanted this to get rolling.
We actually had started the social stuff before Ledger got super involved. But since he has taken on the Twitter world, social has pretty much exploded because he is such a proponent for social media. He does interact with customers. He interacts with the public. He posts selfies all the time. He's very bold. I think that he is like the true face of our own carrier movement. Like I mentioned earlier, that's really the key piece on building the brand that people trust and want to be loyal to, is to show that our executive is connected, he's engaged, he is in where people want to be engaged in, and it's pretty phenomenal.
Is that really the CEO, or is that just an actor on?
Oh, that's him. That's him.
So how does the T-Force deal with your CEO's behavior?
Sometimes things get said, and so then we just need to make sure that we're working with our PR team, with our marketing team, to understand really what's the messaging that we really want to say, and making sure that while what John says is what John says, we're also backing up either something, backing him up or backing up what the company is doing. You can't really control him, but we do work with him quite well and pretty closely. So, but really, there isn't much need to control him. He is what he is, and he is the true face of what the in-carrier movement is. And I'm totally, to use an old term, I'm stoked. Very excited of having him on board, and just the way things have been going, not just with social, but just overall with the company. It's exciting.
It doesn't matter what size of a company you are. Come on. Get your CEO, get your executive level involved, have somebody or a team that can handle whatever fallout's going to happen.
Yeah.
Let them and trust them, let them do it.
Great lessons come out of today, and obviously be able to use T-Mobile as an example is totally fantastic. Again, for Ben and myself, thank you guys so much, the whole team obviously, for being a part of this and sharing your story with us. We've learned a lot. There will be a blog recap shortly, and in the meantime, go over to GPlusSpotlight.com and sign up for our email list, because those are the people who are going to find out about it first.
Yay!
And for now, I'm Stephan, Ben, Melissa. We'll see you guys later.
All right, thanks, everybody.
Happy Wednesday.